bring up my friend and a person I really admire, and that is Mr. Ray Savoy, founder of the Langston Junior Boys and Girls Club. Mr. Savoy, welcome to Let's Talk.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's truly an honor, and thank you and the Washington Informer for allowing me to come on the air and speak to you.
Well, you do such tremendous work in a field that, or in a sport, Mrs. Savoy, that many of us, when we talk about it, we only talk about a couple names, and that's Tiger Woods and maybe somebody else. I don't know who else. We don't think about
Uh,
the women. We don't think about some of the others. And so you are not only helping to sustain a sport for spaces in the sport for African Americans, but you're also bringing up young people. So, our door is always open to you.
I really appreciate that. And to get underway, first of all, sending you an invitation to our opening program, June 25th. That's a Tuesday at 10 o'clock, where we have the youngsters there. Then we will have the recipients of our annual scholarship. This year, around 3 to 4 recipients for the scholarship. One great and big item this year, we will be celebrating 35 years of doing junior golf at the historically black Langston Golf Course.
Wow, that's fantastic. Mr. Savoy, is there a number of the number of young folks that have come through your program?
Is the number?
Yeah, approximately
We
how many young people have
well,
you served?
we're let's say we're in the thousands,
Wow.
or that have been through the program, and we will be inviting them back. We've been on the phone calling and see if they can come out for the 1 or 2 hours that we're going to be doing this. And it's always been a blessing and privilege of having you there to speak to our young people, and we do have a surprise for you, so don't miss it.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
yes.
one way
So,
to make sure that, but I enjoy coming anyway because the young people that I've seen who've gotten the scholarships, and as you said, the ones who have previously gotten them and then come back and talked to the current scholarship recipients are very, very thoughtful. And tell me, why do you think golf makes a difference? This is.
well, golf is a, a sport that you can enjoy, and a sport that can relaxes you, but it's also a sport that discipline you. You, as they say in the golf game, you call a stroke on yourself when there's nobody around, or you don't get into where you want to cheat the game. You want to also be honest with it. It helps you with your integrity. And it's been rewarding to our youngsters to learn that, because that transcends to their daily life. What they do uh, outside of playing the game of golf, that they remember certain things that is taught at our junior golf program, and they carry it through life, and they're ready to make a move, and hopefully the light bulb comes on. No, I'm not supposed to do this, or this is not the way. Very important that we hopefully instill that in our young people.
What is the tell me about the program? How
The,
can young people sign up, become a
the,
part?
the program is designed to host anywhere from 10 to 15 junior golfers. The youth come from various other agencies and groups, Police Boys and Girls Club, the DC Park and Recreation, a couple of private groups, Camp OJ, the group from up at the Carver Terrace, which is right up the hill from the golf course itself. And it's meant for them to come, learn, enjoy, but also we adding a new program which started last year was we want you to pick up a club and not a gun.
Mm.
So we got that started, and we had 5 to 6 participants in that program. This year we're looking to add to it because we had some gentlemen want to bring over some youth and hopefully put them in a different direction. So very important. And I think doing this golf can help and sway the young person to pick up a club and not a gun.
How can someone, if a young person actually wanted to participate in the program, how would they
They
do
can
that?
can go on our website, sign up for the 2024 golf camp registration form. By the way, while they're on there, they can hit that donate button and they can contribute to the progress of the Langston Junior Boys and Girls, where we're able to pass out balls, clubs, shirts, and things of that nature. But we're encouraging parents and groups, organizations to hit the donate button to help us continue doing what we're doing.
That's one of the things I was going to ask. So I'm glad you brought that up. How is the program funded? How long does it run? The summer program, does it?
Basically, right now is 6 to 8 weeks, but we've carried it on to 8 weeks and a little further. Uh, Wanting parents and those adults to understand that we are safety first as far as the youth.
Mm-hmm.
And if we get a alert from district government that it's too hot, we cannot host the kids outside. However, if we have room on the inside, we can do some studying. We can do something that we learned. I learned years ago, and that is and tell our young people how to learn how to do public speaking. Have them stand up and talk to the other junior golfers in their group to show and develop that skill. Very important in themselves and in life that you had learned to stand up and focus in on what you want to say to a person.
I think it's really great that this program is held at Langston. It's right there in the heart of the city,
Yes,
in Northeast and historic golf um, course.
yes.
And I mean, what can you tell us about just sort of sustaining the history of Langston? There's some folks that think the course may disappear, but I think it's there for
So,
good. But tell us about
yes,
that.
yes. About Langston Golf Course, like I say, historically black golf course. Land was donated, given by federal government for blacks back in 1930, I would say 36, 37, developed and then opened up to blacks where they would have a place to play. At one time, blacks were only able to say what they call shag balls or catch the balls and return it to the white people that are hitting and practicing their game. So petition went up and a desire for the blacks to request from Congress land to where they can come and have a place of their own. Uh, Historically, Langston was set up by some gentlemen, the ancient royals, and the story goes that the ladies or wives of these royals, uh, your royals had to let the women form their own club,
Mm,
which they did. They
hmm.
formed the Wake Robin. If
Right,
you look
right.
up the Wake Robin, they tell you that The men might have had a year or two on them, but they soon caught up, and that has been one of the funniest things going because the men didn't want the women to play with them, but the women said, "Well, we're going to do our own thing," which they did, and it's been something of a history. It's a lot of rich histories there. We've had Joe Louis, we have had Mike Tyson, we have had Dionne Warwick when we had some programs there that had tournaments and had entertainment. So we're well known. Unfortunately, Denise, we were not able to get Tiger Woods to come.
Well, one day, one day,
One day,
one day.
I'm not giving up, but
No, no.
we,
And the other thing I like, Mr. Savoy, is that in your camp is it's males and females that
males and females,
participate.
yes,
Right, right,
yes,
and that are receiving those scholarships as well.
yes, yes, they
Yeah.
are, and it's male and females. And I have to make sure I mention about our certified volunteers, men and ladies, want to come and work with the kids. We certify them uh, under my direction or authority because I do not allow any and everybody just run up and say, "Yeah, I want to do,"
Right,
and
right.
I haven't did a background on them or anything of that nature. No, when the kids come and we have our certified volunteers, we know that everything is on the up and up, and we got our eye on our youth and making sure that they have a great time and being with us.
Well, I'm so glad that you were able to take some time out to talk about the event that's coming up on the 25th at 10 a.m. at
Yes.
Langston Golf Course. I look forward to seeing you there. I know that I am probably one of your only golf school dropouts. Uh,
Well,
I still have the club in the back of in the trunk of my car, but
well,
maybe
never too late. Never
right.
too late. Never too late. I just want to add that we're expecting to have our Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton to come, and this year we want to put it out there for the
Oh,
chief of
nice.
police.
Yes, Chief Smith.
She's
Right.
been to Langston
Good.
upon my request, and she says she wants to come back. So yeah, we want to get her involved in it also. So
Okay.
we do have room for all, really.
Wonderful. Well, Mr. Savoy, thank you so very much for being with us today. Look forward to seeing you on the 25th. Of course, we will be covering as well. So, folks
Yes,
that can't make it, you'll be able to read about it in the Washington Informer. And as he said, push that donate button.
yes,
Keep this
indeed.
program alive.
Thank
All
you
righty.
so much. It's a blessing, and thanks again for you and the Washington Informer for allowing me to come on air.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Okie doke.